The diaspora speaks through my skin. The reverberating of salty tides, rusted chain boat rides, and arriving to the shores of Galveston ports. The commodity of human cargo stimulated economic growth, yet it dashed the hopes of black people to a bloody pulp. American apartheid begins. The rope becomes a noose on the neck, calloused, thorn and thistle pricked hands toiling in blood-stained cotton fields, a devastating displacement and separation of fathers and mothers from children and each other became so burdensome that the voices of the enslaved raised in unison towards the heavens for freedom. Then came 4 years of civil war. 700,000 U.S. citizens slaughtered, 4 million people emancipated, but the real question was, who would tell us that we had been set free?
Hope is believing, whether that is believing that there will be change or just believing that something will come into your life. My name is Charlie Hadley, and I am your Miss Juneteenth Nevada 2024 through 2025.
Why are they falling?
When I was a refugee, I set up in Uganda. This is a country that welcomed me. This is a country that, and they learn about life.
Helping the women from Uganda means so much to me. It's my primary focus in life.
Coming here, it was a way to give back to the community and give back to the people that I know.
We step to you in blackness.
As we are protected by the red, the black, and the green, heed the words of the brother, Sissy.
Let us the words, word to phrase to paragraph. Heed math as J begins class. Science or past is now brought to the rhyme fix. From the scroll, straight to the verse. God to gods, from gods to man. Many kings, many leaders, a fist from a hand. They call me militant, now what does this mean? Do I carry a gun to make the army scene? With a cause I never pause, that simply is the brother. Raise the flag, wave the colors. Red, black, green with the key, the difference. Words make a way in the world in an instant. Living to die and I die to live again. 360 degrees. Comprehend, a man getting stronger till he's man no longer. Unearthly state makes the time seem shorter. The ever radiant awareness brought forth the one. Open eye and stroke sun. Practicing priest, standing by what I teach. So you all stand starving as I start to unleash. Words of love.
Just to feel it slip away, but life's too short to waste away. Being scared to take chances, or so I heard wise men say. I wanna be loved, faithful and true. I wanna be loved, 2 billion lifetimes with you. I wanna be loved, and after all I've been through, I let my heart take its chances, just to be loved by you. Taste, touch, hear, see.
There's this perception that nobody knew the Emancipation Proclamation had been issued, but they were fully aware of it. The enslaved people may not have known, but what they knew was irrelevant because they could not emancipate themselves. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been in slavery all that time, you know?
Right.
And so the mentality of the state seemed to have been, if you want them, you're gonna have to come here and get them, because we're not gonna let them go. Unfortunately, the currently adopted Texas school books say that slave owners voluntarily emancipated their slaves once they learned about the proclamation. Well, no, first of all, they already knew about it, you know?
Right.
And they voluntarily did it because there were guns pointed at them, you know, to let them go. You know, so, okay, well, you know, just playing.
To me is my ability and right to achieve and pursue whatever I feel necessary and I feel I want. I'm Taylor Simpson, delegate for Miss Juneteenth, Nevada, North Las Vegas.
And now, sincere. All this running, and I never seen him coming. It's looking really like. Girl, you rockin' with some fire shit. Yeah, we can balance when it's clarity. It's fire shit. Girl, you rockin' with some fire shit. Yeah, we can balance when it's clarity. It's fire shit. Girl, you made me. Yeah, girl, you made me. Baby girl, you made me. Oh, yeah, you made me. Don't wash your sin. I can't control my tongue. Learn my lesson. Can't trust you, baby. People shit gets reckless. No rings, I change on the side. It's really getting down. My baby told me true love, everything is true love. But I don't that's another new love. Yeah, with my heels high. Use the lights as a real light. Throw it back now. From the 9 in the deep dark. Girl, you working with some fire shit. Yeah, make the balance when it's fire. It's got shit. Girl, you working with some fire shit. Yeah, make the balance when it's fire. It's got shit. Girl, you made me. Baby girl, you made me. Oh yeah, you made me. Baby girl, you made me. Self-love is the best love. Yeah. 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 Self-love is the best love. Self-love is the best love. Go girl, self-love is the best
One QTee is a lady fashion apparel boutique servicing a close-knit community. Our team is passionate about fashion for the plus and regular size clients. Our clothing is made with a soft fabric that looks good and feels good. Through word of mouth, our customers share how much they loved our sophisticated fashion for their everyday life. Come let us help you find your look. Our style is sexy, elegant, and classy. We are dedicated to help you find something that fits just right and feels good. We supply other local business products as well. So come on down. I'm located at 4611 North Rancho Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89130. Hope to see you soon.
After enslaved people were emancipated, their first official celebration that took place in Galveston started right here at the old Galveston courthouse.
Right here.
Right here. And it consisted of a processional from the old Galveston courthouse to the Colored Church on Broadway. And the Colored Church on Broadway was Reedy Chapel, AME Church. On January 2nd, there's an article about the processional. It talks about how many people were there. It talks about the weather was extremely cold and raining that day. And they talked about the fact that the women walked on the sidewalk and the men walked in the street, and that the ladies' ankles were exposed because they had to lift their skirts to keep them from getting wet.
So you're telling me the first official citywide celebration of Juneteenth happened in January?
Yes, it did. And the reason it happened in January is because January 1st was the official effective date of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Wow.
So this happened more than 2.5 years after that.
And people were so nice. I can't begin to tell you, going to each of those states and meeting people who too wanted Juneteenth to become a holiday.
I believe that a Jubilee is a coming together of African Americans specifically. I mean, everyone can come together, but Jubilee specifically for African Americans, it's a time to let go, to reconnect as a community, as a family. And it's just to come together and make peace and have fun and take a break from all the crazy stuff and stereotypes and all the things that we have to deal with individually as African Americans. And I am Janiyah Shaw. I am first runner-up of Miss Juneteenth 2024.
And now, Big Trail, I am. What you want to say? What you want to say? Okay. Hey, what you want to say? Yeah, what you want to say? Yeah, okay. I said what you, I got some things that's on my mental. I got some things that's on my brain. I got some things I want to tell you. I got some things I want to say. I got some things that's on my mental. I got some things that's on my brain. I got some things I want to tell you. Yeah, okay, now sis, before you get to that, let me spit a bit on. Sick of acting fake, he the cover I've been insured. Wish I could shoot a shot, but he ain't got no bit on. Living like a gymnast with these questions getting stepped on. Forget it, love it if you like it, ain't no point in fighting. We built too much to see it fall, he the colossal titan. The mighty mousey big and strong, not too much behind his prey. It ain't with it, this fake is gonna be needed. Fighting, so I just had to let it out. Message about if that water never ever dripping out. In the drought, give a deeper thought. Hope I make you proud when you lost, reaching for the mat. But out of the calm, kick you off, girl. Some things that's on my mental. I got some things that's on my brain. I got some things I want to tell you. I got some things I want to say. I got some things that's on my mental. I got some things that's on my brain. I got some things that's on my mind. But I got some things to say. I'm on a mission and I'ma show you what I'm doing. I'm on the beat, and I'm moving. Hey, what I'm doing. When I come to the bottom of the box, what everybody asking me when I'm, and I keep saying I'm not without God, yeah. Give it up for these ladies. In the ocean, and I'll ride these waves where we going. I got movies that I'm showing on the big screen, and you know it. Look at these colors. What? When I meet these days. What? Nice fight, what? Give it a round of applause, girl. And say I like some things that's on my mental. What? Yeah. And say I like some things. What? Yeah, I like some things I want to say. I got some things that's on my mental. I got some things that's on my brain. I got some things I want to tell you. I got some things I want to say. What? Yeah. One more round of applause for these ladies. Okay. I said what you wanna say. What you wanna say. I said what you wanna say. Said what you wanna say. I said what you wanna say. Man, shut up. These is fire, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got fire fits on. Let me tell you a little something. I heard from the ancient Egyptians. This is just a little different, but it's something they told me in my dreams. Y'all ready? Look. See, I've been rolling, not from a planet. They understand it, it's outlandish. I'm taking advantage of my problem solving, and they've been leaving some damage on my shit. I've been hearing them take all my fears and start to feel them how they feeling us. They don't give me no fitting credit, no, I'm wasting time. They don't want to show and check my credits, go from head to toe. They want my soul, but I ain't stepping. All my people know, start playing these games, so we ready. Hold tight, no one to tell them I'm Egyptian. Quick son, they gon' fall into it, miss the mission. Listen, wanna tell the truth, but I ain't dead. No fan, they hiding all your truths and check your crucifixion, new division. They wanna put us in the box, and nah, I ain't waiting, so I ran and grabbed my socks, head out the door. They gon' put the skull on your block, don't check that no box. This option never stops, and you kicking rocks. Sing it as you ride, Joe. Yeah, your ligaments evaporate and find Joe. I'm only drinking from the Appalachian fountain. 10's I'm on that mission, and I'm trying to find that fountain. If you forgot the proof, I
two descendants of the founder of Freemanstown, Reverend Jack Yates, Mrs. Jacqueline Bostic and her daughter, Jacqueline Bostic McElroy. We met at Emancipation Park, a plot of land Reverend Jack Yates helped buy to inaugurate the first Juneteenth celebrations in Houston.
When 1865 rolls around and the soldiers and everybody comes into these areas and tells them that they're now free, my great-grandfather took his wife and his children and he moved, they came to Houston.
Venturing out on their own was the unknown, the unseen. And so it took faith to say, no, I'm going to do this on my own. And I believe what they did is everything that they were doing for somebody else, by the grace of God, they did it for themselves and made a way.
When they came to Houston, there were no institutions, no schools, no churches for them here. And so he went about what we would call today developing what was known as Freemanstown. And he also started a church.
When he arrived, there were no institutions for his people, so Reverend Jack Yates built them. He started with Antioch Missionary Baptist Church.
To me is coming together as one and becoming one and believing in the same thing and trying to accomplish something together that you believe in as one. And I am Zion in this Juneteenth Nevada Summer Delegate.
Introducing Zoe Johnson.
Orla, worldwide.
I think that people who are afraid to express themselves through art is the biggest pet peeve of mine, flat out.
So this narrative that you hear today, that white is separate from black, and all of the noise and the commotion behind that, it's like Jack, in reading scripture, understood that all men were created equal.
They didn't give glory to Abraham Lincoln, they gave glory to God. And so why not build a church to honor who gave you freedom? You know, they always had these secret churches that they would go to outside of what their slave master provided. And it's like, we want to build a space that lets us worship the God who liberates us fully as ourselves without being told this view of God that's not true to scripture. And so essentially, I think black people preserve Christianity for America.
Okay, you gotta break that down. That was heavy. What does that mean?
It was black Christians who said, no, this is the truth of the gospel. This is the gospel message. Apart from supremacy, this is what Jesus came to do. And we preserved that message when white supremacists tried to distort it, that we kept the message of the gospel alive.
So you're saying like the Reverend Jack Yates, who built a church and built a community, he's not just doing this for black folk, but it's also being a corrective that is a reformation, in a sense, of the church in America as a whole.
Yeah, because if they didn't need corrected, once we were liberated, we would just go back to their churches. But we knew that there's a true Christianity that needs to be represented to our people that's holistic, that's socially engaged, that empowers them economically, educationally. We're not just concerned with the soul. We're concerned with every aspect of the person. It's a holistic salvation. So I think Reverend Yates had the foresight to see we need to make sure that the church is leading our people in this area. So it's black denominations that are starting these schools. And so our HBCUs and the church are deeply connected.
This holistic vision of Reverend Yates and so many others fueled the drive to heal mind, body, and soul.
We are a community, not just black people. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, all of us are a community. And when one becomes more free, we all become a little more free. And on June 19th, 1865, somebody got freedom. Somebody's child got freedom. Somebody's mama got freedom. Somebody's grandmama got freedom. And when that happened, that's like an Exodus experience.
What resilience means to me is having the ability to bounce back from something hard and being able to
carry on and accomplish hard things that most can't accomplish without the willpower. And with that, I'm Zahara Johnson, representing Paradise, a delegate of Miss Juneteenth, Nevada.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for coming out. My name is MarQue Munday, and I am your director for the Miss Juneteenth Nevada Scholarship Program Pageant. And Talitha Burris was your producer for our Fantasy Fusion fashion show featuring our 2025 delegates for Miss Juneteenth Nevada, as well as our ambassadors for Miss Juneteenth Nevada. Did they do a great job? Right now, at this time, I'm going to ask Janiyah Shaw to join me on stage. Janiyah Shaw is our first runner-up for Miss Juneteenth Nevada for 2024 coming into 2025. And now, your queen, Miss Juneteenth Nevada 2024-25, Charlie Hadley. Absolutely, these young ladies work very, very hard, and I drive them pretty hard, so I'm sure the parents out there are going, So I'd like to bring out your delegates for 2025, going to be our ambassadors for 2025-26, and I will start with Miss Summerlin, Zion Briggs. She is followed by Miss Henderson, Aubrey Lilly. Next, we will have Miss Paradise, Zahara Zizi Johnson. We have Miss Centennial Hills, Mia Vanell. And finally, Miss North Las Vegas, Taylor Simpson. Now, just give them a big round of applause one more time. If you enjoyed the fashion show, give it up for our producer, Talitha Burris, and all of the designers this evening. And we will look forward to seeing you Sunday back here at 4 p.m. The doors will open at 3. You can come into the house at 3:30. And our scholarship program pageant begins promptly at 4 p.m. Sunday, this Sunday, June 8th. I'd like to also bring up the president of Juneteenth Nevada, Miss Deborah.
Thank you for coming, and I don't know what to say. I'm flabbergasted myself. MarQue, you and Talitha, the jobs that you have done, the things that I see in the young ladies, not only do I see the change in the girls from, our young ladies, from last year's group, Charlie and Janiyah, I see a change just in the last 10 weeks that we have worked with the new crew. So I want to thank you. I want to make sure that you do come back and join us Sunday. Like I say, I'm outdone. I was here last year, we had a good show, but it was fabulous. Where is Talitha at? Come on now. Can't make it, okay. Well, I want to thank her. She had produced a good show. I love the videos, the way that they put the video together. It was informational. And as you can see, each of our young ladies is young, they're lovely, they're intelligent, and they're going to represent Juneteenth for the rest of their lives. Now, if you have some younger girls that want to come in, don't forget, we do have a Girl Scout troop. They will start with the Girl Scouts, they will do our color guard work, and then they will progress to the Miss Juneteenth class. So Talitha also has a hand in that, and she would be the person you would contact. But once again, I want to thank the library system. They have been my sponsor for 20 years now. This is our 20th year for Juneteenth, Nevada, to be in Las Vegas. And we do want to thank you for supporting Juneteenth. We want to thank you for coming out. We want to thank you for stopping at the tables. And hopefully when you go, you will take something with you this evening. If not, we will have tables on Sunday. Come prepared. Support Juneteenth, Nevada. Support the young ladies. Support the work that MarQue Munday has done with these young ladies and will be doing from now on. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank our designers. I think the clothes that they brought out this year are fantastic. Please support our designers also. And once again, thank you. Great job.
Thank you, Ms. Talitha. Does she look fabulous or what? A lot is making change around here. Please give it up once again for Miss North Las Vegas, Taylor Simpson, Miss Centennial Hills, Nia Fennell, Miss Paradise, Zahara Johnson, Miss Henderson, Aubrey Lilling, Miss Summerlin, Zion Briggs. Our first runner-up to Miss Juneteenth, Nevada, Janiyah Shaw. And I am going to leave you with your queen, Charlie Hadley.
Good evening. Thank you everybody for coming. It's truly been an honor being able to represent Juneteenth for the 1 year that I have done so. And I will be continuing to represent this position. Thank you.